Hello, hello, hello. How you doing today? Welcome to the Power of Legacy podcast with Stephanie Monique Jackson. Join us for a conversation where others and their families are sharing how they are exercising their power while improving and maintaining their mental health. Miss Marika, I didn't even know that he was a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And guys, listen, he is the current executive director of the Chestnut Street Family YMCA in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, you guys know how I feel about the Chestnut Street Family YMCA. You know how I feel about it. So having him on the show today brings nothing but joy to my heart, and just to support him. And he's just he's family because he is a thoroughbred.
Let's go. Who you with? Who you with?
Stay. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. How are you feeling today, Kamari?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. I mean, we're like maybe 9 days away from my big Black male wellness walk event. So excited about that. Running around like crazy, doing interviews, podcasts. I mean, just ready for the city to support that. In the last few years, we have screened over 700 people in the west end of Louisville. I don't know if some hospitals out there doing that in the 2 days. I screened 700 people. So thankful for the platform we have. Thankful for the community supporting everything that we're doing and looking to build on that. I think we hit that 1,000 mark this year.
I'm looking forward to that happening. I've been sharing it. Because this is definitely something that even if you're not in Louisville, Kentucky, there is a African American men's wellness agency somewhere close to you. The president is Kenneth. What's his last name?
Kenny Hampton. Yes, he's originally from Detroit. Went to Kentucky State, played baseball there. So he's doing some amazing things around the country. We're in 18 different cities, and I'm just grateful and thankful for the leadership with not only just him, but the owners, John and Pam Gregory. They're out of their national office out of Columbus, Ohio. And when I tell you they're doing some amazing things, they're doing some amazing things around this country. And I'm just happy to be a part of it and happy to be the coordinator for the Louisville market.
Amen. Now, I haven't been able to come. I didn't get to come last year. But I'm just so excited about what is to come. There's been a lot of buzz. So, with the Power of Legacy podcast, we talk about we go through the Power of Five. And the Power of Five is created to help us to reclaim our power in the moments that we have, regardless of what's going on within and around us, right? So that we can operate from a place of power. So P is standing for practice and gratitude. Thinking about the things that you are grateful for in this particular role that you're playing, right? You already talked about being grateful for screening 700 people in 2 days. So you're helping to wake up and create an awareness for Black males to lean in to the importance of taking care of their wellness. Like, what does that do? Like, how does that help you to show up differently?
It makes me be an advocate. Well, even before I get started with that, a few years ago, I found out I had elevated blood pressure. I'm one who try to take care of myself from a health standpoint, kind of watch what I eat, diet, things of that nature. And it really, to be honest with you, Kenny Hampton invited myself and another one of our really good friends to Columbus, Ohio, to attend the Black Male Wellness Day. Earlier, it was called the Walk. So we attended that, and we're there. In my mind, I'm there to just kick it, have a good time, catch up with my college friends. You know, Columbus, Ohio has always been good to me.
Right.
So I'm like, for that morning, we had to walk, and I found out I had elevated blood pressure, and I was just distraught the rest of the day, to be honest with you. And our conversation changed through our text message, our group chat changed. What are you doing to kind of? We all found out we had elevated levels. We found out right then and there on the spot we had elevated levels. So from there, we took action. We started talking about different things that we need to do to kind of help prevent high blood pressure, and we found out that high blood pressure is a silent killer. It's really an alarm system to let you know, hey, something's going on with your body. You need to go do some more research. You need to go see a physician and figure out what is going on and what steps do you need to take to make those adjustments so we can eventually close the gap, because the life expectancy right now in the United States of America for a black male is 67 years old. A black male in the west end of Louisville is 60 years old. A white male, our counterpart in the east end of Louisville, is 79. That's a 19-year gap. So when you talk about the power of a legacy, think about if you got 19 years on another family and 19 years not to have. So if I got 19 years, that's more memories, that's more wealth. I mean, that's more impact, that's more power to build community. I mean, just imagine if you can extend 19 more years of your life. And that's what this event is all about, bringing more awareness to things to let you know, hey, Black men are dying on our watch from preventable diseases, but we're too scared to go to the hospital. And it's a lot of factors that play into that, from our history of trust with the medical field. So what we try to do is be very intentional and bring clinic to community, and actually have people who look like us, who view us as their son, their husband, their brother, their uncle, their dad, their grandfather. That's countless stories I can tell you when I'm out in the community, when people tell me, "Oh man, I found out I had elevated blood pressure. I actually got my follow-up appointment in 3 weeks." Those things right there. When you talk
Mm.
about being grateful, we literally, if you have an abnormal screening at our event, you literally get signed up for a follow-up appointment right then there on the spot. We're so grateful and thankful to partner with Norton Healthcare, the chief administrative officer, Corinza Townsend. Shout out to her. It's like I've been running around with her for like 2 weeks now as her sidekick. I jokingly tell her that. Just so thankful for all the people at Norton Healthcare to help us close this gap. They're building the hospital. It hasn't been a hospital built in the West End of Louisville in over 100+ years. Some people say 150. I like to say 100 just to be safe. So that right there alone is one of the chances to be able to kind of meet some of their staff, um, to kind of see who you'll be interacting with. And so just thankful, just grateful, thankful for it
Mhm.
all, to be able to make an impact.
Yes, I love that. Thank you so much for answering the call to be the local leader for this for the walk. And it's really more than a walk. It's a movement.
Definitely.
So that people can experience their legacy. You know what I'm saying? Those
Correct.
memories
Mhm.
that you're talking about. I know even you as a parent, I know that you want to be there to see your children to grow up, to thrive, to give back to the community that in the way that you have, but within their own right, within their own gifts and their abilities. Because
Yes.
I see that within you and how you engage with the youth, with the Black Achievers program and the youth that come through the Chestnut Street Family YMCA. So I just thank you. I thank you. So, and it's like, even though, and I love it because I don't even remember where we met. I feel like I think it was it Fines Brown's event that he had. Was it last year? He had, so Fonz was one of my first interviews on the Power of Legacy podcast. I think it may have been like the second guest. But the fact that you are engaged in community and
Mhm.
you can share this information with the men that you are engaged with authentically, you know, and coming from someone who is a male, who is athletic, who is a father, who is a athlete, all of the things that you are, but you're shining the light on how important it is to pay attention to your wellness as a male. And that, I believe, being the head of your household, it rings and speaks volumes.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I met Fonz. He actually came. I'm not sure if you know this. For the last 3 years, we've been doing Real Man, Real Talk as well. For the last 2 years, it's been a huge deal, and that's how I met him. Him and a couple of his guys came out to support, and one of the things they said is like, it's hard to get Black males engaged in the city of Louisville. And we just wanted to come give you some flowers, support you, and we would love for you to support us. So I've been trying to be very intentional and go to his events. I know he did the art show one time. He got the men's walk where they get with the suits and walk downtown. So we got that coming up. They actually meet at the Chestnut Street YMCA. And don't be surprised if you see them come out in really big numbers with suits on at the walk. Just a
I
little
believe
teaser,
it.
just for you. Just a little teaser. Just putting it out there.
I believe it. Real quick before we continue on, if somebody wants to be a part of the walk, tell them what they can do right now.
Well, right now you can take action. You can go to aawellness.org and we click on the city Louisville, and you can literally sign up and register for the walk or 5K, or you can just literally show up to Norton Healthcare Learning Center anytime between 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. on August 24th. I mean, and we'll register you right then and there on the spot. So we like to call it the most fun you have at the doctor's appointment. So at this walk, you're gonna see a lot of different things. We're gonna have over 100 vendors, free giveaways. We're gonna have a DJ. We're gonna have a pickleball court set up if you want to learn pickleball. We got WOKY is our media sponsor. We're gonna have Shaq on there emceeing it, just random interviews. WLOU is gonna be there. They're gonna be doing their live interviews as well. Our honorary chair, Dion Branch, will be in the house. So we expecting a lot of different people to show up. I mean, you'll be surprised. It's gonna be definitely some who's who names out there just supporting the event, supporting the community, letting people know, letting the community know that this is important. So you just never know who's gonna be there. It'd be a great time to network, connect with some different vendors and people, and just really enjoyable experience. DJ Empty Beats is gonna be DJing the event as well. So be looking out for him. So it's gonna be a fun event. Like I said, we like to call it the most fun you have at a doctor's appointment. We got bounce houses for the kids, so it's a family fun event. I can't stress that enough. Don't think because you're not a male you can't get. We're not even turning down a woman to get screened. If she say, "Hey, I ain't had a health screening in a year," come on, let's go. We got dental
Oh,
screenings
okay.
there. We just got everything there for you to do, and everything's free. Like no copay. Like that's already been taken care of. Like that's the part I'm stressing. Free. It's a saying that a mentor of mine told me a long time ago. If it's free, it's for me.
If it's free, it's for me. If it is free, it is for me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see all the people that come out, because it's definitely a worthy cause. I know that, like, my father had experienced a rare form of cancer, called
Mhm.
multiple myeloma. Now he's going to the doctor. Okay,
Mhm.
he's going to pay attention to the things that that's going on with his body. He went to the doctor. He's like, listen, I've been limping. He went to a podiatrist, and they they suggested that he have a knee replacement. He was like, no, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to get a second opinion. The second opinion said, I want to send you to a specialist. The specialist was an oncologist,
Mhm.
because he saw cancer behind his femur. How do you get cancer behind your femur?
Yeah. Mhm.
Right? And then you gonna say something?
No. I'm this. You go.
And then they did some more testing, and they saw that he had cancer in different parts of his body. He had this big mass in front of his abdomen. Had no
Mhm.
idea. Had
Yeah.
no idea. And
And you said
then,
that he's one that goes to the doctor as well, even before that.
but
Yeah.
those symptoms were not present. Like,
Gotcha.
he bowled. He's
Mhm.
played tennis. He's been on the tennis team. Um, so he's been on bowling leagues for as long as before I was born, you know. So he's the type of man that he's gonna do what needs to be done. Period, point blank, straight up and down. And as a result of his them having to remove the cancerous tumor in his abdomen, they had to take a piece of his pancreas.
Okay.
You know, your pancreas, what is that for?
Oh yeah. You know.
You know, it regulates that insulin in your body. So
Mm-hmm.
he was automatically turned into a diabetic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when I tell you he writes everything down, he keeps track of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like his doctor said, I want to spend time with you outside of your doctor's appointments. I want you to be like the spokesperson, really, for what it takes in order to, to live a healthier life.
For sure.
He has the electronic device implant in his
So you don't have to
arm.
poke yourself. Yeah, definitely. Those
You
are
know,
really common. There's a lot of different brands out there. You can just scan the app and you get a notification. Yeah, that's great. And
yeah.
that also helps with the we have a partner with Johnson and Johnson, and they usually do like save the legs. Like last year, I think we did maybe 77 of those screenings where they put the blood pressure cuffs on your legs and your arms to see how the blood flows, to see if there's some issues. So just it sounds like he's really intentional. Sounds like my dad, to be honest with you. And that's really great. And definitely be praying for him for sure.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
he can attend the walk, you know.
Yeah. You know what? I need to make sure I tell him about it again. Now he's fully healed, fully recovered, cancer free. So to God be the glory, in that regard, like truly, 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 like a example of God's faithfulness, the miracles
Mhm.
that he's able to do. You know what I'm saying? And then even the faith that it takes in order to press through and do as much as you can while you can with the breath that you have. Because that's really what the power of legacy is about.
Mhm.
Like I'm gonna always remember seeing my dad
Mhm.
with a walker, and he is the director of worship at our church, and he also
Okay.
is the music minister of music at another church, Immaculate Heart of Mary. And you're gonna hear from some of the today you guys are gonna hear some interviews from their youth on going back to school and what they're doing for their mental health in order to prepare for going back to school. So for him to do that,
Yeah.
and for him to be persistent and to ask for help when he needs it. My daddy ain't gonna ask for no help because
It's
it's
power. It's power in that in itself.
mm-hmm. So that's listening. Anyone listening and you have things going on, do as much as you can. Ask for the help that you need, because that not only helps with your mental health, and it helps to elevate your mood, it helps to elevate your sense of power and even support, knowing that you can rely on people, you can ask people for help, and they will provide it for you, because
Definitely.
we're here for each other, right?
I'm glad he was an advocate for himself. We have to advocate for ourselves. Like you said, the first organization said hip replacement. He's like, I'm gonna get a second opinion. I have a story real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Someone father who he kept having some issues with his eye kind of leaking, and at the Black Male Wellness event, they did a glaucoma screening and they found out he had glaucoma. He since then had a surgery and the leaking of his eye has stopped. And I literally seen him out and about. I was passing out flyers one day at a community event, like always. And
Mm-hmm.
he stopped me like, "Oh, I found out had." I'm like, "Oh, I know exactly who's your daughter." I won't mention her name, of course, right here on this platform, but and it was just like I have those moments so often, and sometimes those moments right there keep me going when I'm tired. Where I'm like, okay, I got 5 different organizations reaching out to me saying, can they be a vendor? And I'm like, man, we just already cut the vendor list. The vendor list is set. We already got the numbers and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, but Black vets need to talk to this guy because he is the person that's over helping people get their benefits, that make sure they getting all their money that they deserve and earn. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like those things that just happens often where I'm in a space and I'm like, yeah, I do real man, real talk. And they're like, oh, my husband went to that and he just enjoyed it and loved, the brotherhood you guys have. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen some different, interactions with him since he's been going to those. I'm like, oh, appreciate it, just and those kind of things where you like volunteering, doing all this, and you have some tough days or some long days, you're away from your family, kids, and things of that nature. But those moments is like, man, okay, I'm doing God's work.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah.
sure. Because didn't you say that you were a PK?
Yeah, my mom's an ordained minister. Yeah. So my mom's an ordained minister. She preach a few times a year. And most times she's just like my biggest mentor.
And don't we need them though?
Oh,
Don't we
100%,
need them
100%.
though?
And she always jokingly sometimes say like, "Oh, you gonna be in there one day." I'm like, "No, my God's work look a little different than yours." This is
But
my
it's
ministry.
still
My
ministry.
ministry is helping people. It's my own ministry, my own different way. But
Mm-hmm.
I definitely know it's ministry.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Because it's, I mean, you're empowering other people to be advocate for themselves, right? And that piece about you said to do your after you have your diagnosis or you find out what the results say. It's about doing your research. And when you do your research, you're empowered because you know what you can do, what you can't do. And then that follow up is like you're partnering with a medical professional to help you navigate this new healing journey,
Mhm.
you know, so that you
For
can
sure.
then, as you said, take action because you deserve it.
Oh yeah, we do. We
Your
do.
your children deserve it. Your spouse
Mhm.
deserves it. And the
Mhm.
people who are divinely connected to you, they deserve to experience the most optimum version of themselves based on their commitment to this healing journey. It
And
takes commitment.
it's a journey. It's a process. Uh, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's one that's worth it if you do the work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I
that's what
was
I would
thinking
say.
about you. We had a talk when we talked on Saturday, after the Black Achievers orientation.
Mhm.
And we were talking about that whole intermittent fasting piece. And I was like, it's bringing it back to my mind. I used to do it very well. I used to do it
Yeah.
very well. But even just getting back to that is important, um, to help your days go smoother, right? Because I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure that when you're in the gym like you desire to be, your days go smoother, right? You're able to think more clearly. You're able to think quicker on your feet, and you show up as a different version, than you don't on those other days. Does that make sense?
Oh, it
And
makes perfect sense.
so your colleagues are affected, your home is affected by how we show up as our best selves. That's wisdom.
Oh yeah,
That's wisdom. That's sacrifice.
it
What are
is. For sure.
what other wise choices do you make? Because we already talked about practicing gratitude. We talked about this optimistic mindset, which you're looking forward to. Those 1,000 screeners, that changed lives. The evidence of, the healing journey that these men, that these women, that these families are embarking upon by coming to the funnest day at the doctor that you'll ever have. Because this is a thing. It has to be a movement. Health has to be a movement so that our generation, this new generation, and our people can continue to thrive, continue to evolve in such a time as this, especially with this new this pivot in our government system that we are undergoing. It's important because we have to not only be mentally ready, we have to be physically ready for what is to come.
Mm,
And
definitely.
when you take care of your health, tell me if I'm wrong, and even your experience with it. When you take care of your health, the way that your mind is affected.
Oh yeah, 100%. Direct correlation. Direct correlation. I mean, it's just it's scientifically proven, when you take care of your health, you experience different things. So what I personally try to do for different things, some tangible things I do, just simplify taking care of your health. First and foremost, definitely need to have a physician, a primary care physician. I mean, you'll be surprised how many people are walking around and don't need to have a primary physician. Let's start with something basic as that. But just even going for a walk, something that simple. You don't have to start doing something gigantic, going to the gym 10 times a week. Just start with a walk. Get some sun. Get out. Just start a routine. You'll be amazed how much how better you will feel just going for a 30-minute walk, 20-minute walk. It's times where I just get up in the morning and I don't want to deal with anybody. I go right to the waterfront and I just walk. I don't
Mm.
run, I just walk, and that's peaceful. I look at the water, I take everything in, the air, breathe. I ain't gotta worry about this person, that person. I just worry about me. So just something that small you can do. Make it fun. You can invite a friend if you like. Go ride a bike or something. Do something just a little different. The fastest growing sport is pickleball. That's why we're being very intentional and bringing pickleball. Pickleball is like almost like the next version of golf. People are
Mm.
building their network off pickleball, going to pickleball. I mean, you got CEOs, presidents, attorneys, all kind of walks of life uh, playing pickleball. And I like to give a shout out to my guy, Mark Ellis, who has been an advocate right here in this city, who just recently moved to Indianapolis. But we're still kind of keeping his legacy going. When you talk about legacy, he has the Black and Brown Pickleball message group where they playing that. He had the Wyandotte Wednesdays. You talking about
Mm.
building a legacy. We're gonna have pickleball at the event, and we're gonna be signing people up if they want to be a part of that community.
Well, that's
So
phenomenal.
yeah, so it's just giving people resources. That's what it all boils down to. Letting people experience different things. We grow when we're uncomfortable. So,
Mm-hmm.
for that being said, like I always just push myself to be uncomfortable. Whether it's small or big, just get uncomfortable. That's the only way you
Mm-hmm.
grow.
Right. And I want to do a plug really quick for the melanated healthcare. So if you
Mm.
are look, Dr. Lucretia Sewell, Sewell, she is the founder, CEO of Melanated Healthcare. It's an app where you can find a melanated doctor of different medicine.
And she will also be a vendor at the walk. So she will be there.
Oh,
So she'll be
wow.
able to sit you right there, download your app, kind of show you through it, talk through some features. And I'm so grateful for someone like her to call a friend. She's doing some amazing things, not even here, but she's actually doing some different things in Detroit, where that's my hometown, if you don't know. So literally, me and her was just texting the other day that she's going up there in September, and I got to give her some nice restaurants. I'm a foodie. So gotta give her some
That's
nice restaurants to go
amazing.
check out.
Yeah. And she's I'm like I met her on my wellness journey. I went through
Nice.
a program called Med Life Fit, and it's basically like rewiring your mind and your relationship with food with a Christian perspective. So, and
Mm,
that was with
mm,
Dr. Jessica Dow. She's going to be doing something sometime soon. I noticed online. But she worked for Dr. Dow, and to see her grow and evolve. And
mm.
I talked to her then about what some of her plans were, and what she's doing now. It
Yeah,
really supersedes what she had, in store at that time.
for
And
sure.
she's also a parent of a Black achiever.
For sure.
Um, so that when I saw her last year, and I was like, "Oh my God, thank you, Lord!" Just it just reminds me that I'm in the right place, like you said, and you're doing the right thing at the right time, doing God's work. So I just want to thank you for. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for just the every step along your journey that has brought you into my life, so that we can share this resource of the African American Wellness Walk, August 24th, from 7 a.m. until
12 noon to
12
12
noon.
noon.
Because
Yeah.
listen, I think I actually did get to go last year, but my problem was I think it was the same Saturday as Black Achievers. So by the time I got there, it was
Yeah.
wrapping up. And it's
We
the
we gonna
same
we gonna
thing.
have the same problem this year. I know. I know. Um, that's
So
something we talked about.
not the second or fourth Saturday. It's got to be the third Saturday.
Man, it's a lot. It's a lot of things to juggle. So it's one thing to juggle. I got to make sure I stay away from. Uh, I try to stay a little away from the state fair, but it's early enough. I got to stay away from like Louisville football, so I can't go too far in September. So it's just a
Right,
lot of things to juggle. A lot of things moving. But I think I
right.
found my sweet spot in August. But you never know. We might have to take a look at September because the great thing is we do our event inside. So that's another thing that I'm very intentional with. So that helps build gathering no matter the weather conditions. You don't got to worry about us. Hi, I show my face, I'm gone. No,
Hmm.
you're there building community. I mean,
Right.
it's so many people. We expecting 3 to 4 thousand people coming and
Hmm.
going. So we just excited, excited for year three. I can't
Hmm.
believe it's been 3 years already. I was literally on WOKY the other day and we were talking about it. She was like, "It's year three already. Seemed like it was just yesterday you came up here for the first one." So just forever thankful for those kind of partnerships from WOKY, Delta Daniel, L&E and Credit Union, Passport Molina Healthcare. Just so many mentors and so many people have just kind of poured into what I'm doing.
Hmm.
And it's a testament to that the community needs it. It's not about me. I like to tell people it's about we. So that's the biggest thing, just supporting this event. If I can leave you one thing, just tell somebody, share this video, share the flyer, come out. You never know what's going on with somebody's body, especially if they haven't had access to a doctor. Uh, Fear. This is a safe space at our event where you can come, uh, get your numbers read, have a conversation, and all this stuff is free. No one will sell you anything. You can leave your wallet at home. You don't need your wallet. You don't have to double tap or anything, nothing. Everything is free. If anyone's trying to charge you something, you let me know. But everything is free. We're very clear on that. Everything is free. Information. I mean, I'm thankful for Meyer. I'm thankful for Kroger. Kroger's gonna be doing some smoothies and some cheese tastings and things of that nature. We're gonna have some line dancing going. So I mean, it's really a family fun event from 7 to 12. DJ Empty Beats. I can't say that enough. He's gonna be on the ones and twos. We got a black MC. We're gonna have black doctors in the building. I mean, what more do you want? That's black excellence. Like, come out and have a good time. Get your numbers read. Talk to a doctor if need be. Talk to some different vendors. We're gonna have mental health specialists there. I mean, we're gonna have PTs there, chiropractors. I mean, the list goes on and on. African American Cancer Society. I mean, we just have so many different vendors and opportunities to have conversations. We're gonna have the Black Title Company there. So if you're thinking about buying a house here soon, go talk to the Black Title Company. You're talking about the legacy and building wealth, things of
Mm-hmm.
that nature. It's not just about a health event. Yeah, it's about a health event. It's about awareness. Don't get me wrong, but there's so many other resources there. We're gonna have a black-owned seasoning company where we're trying to get rid of salt. We got backyard farms where this guy is literally showing people how to do a backyard farm in your backyard. Now, he's not about to sell you anything there, but he's going to give you the information. You can get his contact information. He can show you how to put a farm where you can start growing your own vegetables in your
Mm.
backyard.
I love this.
So this is a black man that's doing this right here in Louisville, and
Mm.
it's shedding light for people like him where
Mm-hmm.
he can give. I mean, fresh eggs. They taste way different than going to Kroger. No disrespect, because they're a partner
Mm-hmm.
of ours. But it's just like it's so many different things that you're gonna be exposed to at this event. So please come out. Please share this. Please, please. I can't beg you enough. It's a life-changing event.
Thank you so much. Listen, guess what? We'll see you there.
Okay, definitely, definitely. I'm looking forward to it, 100%. I'm sure you'll go live a few times.
Of course. So, guys, make sure that you stay tuned.
This is a special invitation to you, all the listeners of the Power of Legacy podcast, to visit my church, Greencastle Baptist Church, 4970 Murphy Lane, Louisville, Kentucky, 40241. Our services are regular on Sundays, 9:30 a.m. for Sunday school, 11 a.m. for worship service, Bible study on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. See you there. Praise the Lord, saints. September is Family Month at Greencastle Baptist Church, 4970 Murphy Lane, Louisville, Kentucky, 40241. Each weekend will have a different family focus. Go to our website, www.greencastle.org, for more information. Join us in person or online using our website, YouTube channel, or Facebook page. Praise the Lord. Join the African American Male Wellness Agency for their Black Men's Wellness Day, August the 24th, Louisville, Kentucky, at the Norton Sports Complex, 3029 West Muhammad Ali Boulevard. They're going to start 7 a.m. with free health screenings and the 5K walk and run at 9 a.m. Go to www.aawellness.org for more information and follow them on all social media platforms, AA Wellness Agency. You don't want to miss Life's Journey Clothing Black Tie Experience. When? August the 24th. Doors open up at 7. Where? The Central Bank Center, 430 West Vine Street, Lexington, Kentucky. There will be a live DJ, a live band, and a live performance by Case. I'll be there supporting the event and sharing more about my projects. Go to www.ljblacktieexperience.com for more information. Peace. See you there.
Life's Journey Clothing is getting set to host its second annual Black Tie Experience here in Lexington. Joining me this morning are Philip Garrett Jr. and Shalisha Payton to tell us about the upcoming event. How did this thing get started?
This started a few years back. We actually had an event in Atlanta, and then we decided to bring it home to Lexington as a social elite event, and that's how we got it started.
Philip, what do you hope that people who show up at this thing get out of the experience?
Well, I hope that they, first and foremost, understand that this event is not just another black tie party or celebration. What it is an actual opportunity to come out and enjoy yourself with exquisite entertainment, a bourbon cocktail hour provided by Fresh Bourbon that'll be there to kick off the event, and of course we have a Grammy-nominated performance art by Case. So we're looking forward to all of that. But the idea, as Shalisha said, is a networking event where people can understand that we are celebrating the excellence of black community leaders and business leaders, and it's an opportunity to highlight them and the wonderful work that they're doing in the community right now, in addition to just having a good time.
That's awesome. Shalisha, Philip mentioned one of the artists that will be performing at the event. Are there any others?
We do have a few live performances. We also have DJ Warren Peace, which is he's a great DJ that we trust is going to actually make this event just pop for us. So we are very excited.
Yeah, it's all about making events pop. That's the key.
That is the key.
Well, you have one event under your belt, and now this is your second one of pulling this off. What did you learn from last year's experience that makes you even better this year?
I think the first thing we learned is that we needed a bigger venue.
Yes.
For a lot of people who don't know, the Life's Journeys clothing brand is started by Chris Hudson. He's a native of Lexington here, and he has a lot of support. So a lot of people come out and support either the clothing brand or things that happen, but we needed a bigger venue for sure. And then, being who Chris is, kind of philanthropic by nature, we understood that his desire was to always give back and pour back into the community. And so one of the highlights this year is that we are sponsoring and highlighting 2 specific organizations and the great work they're doing in the community right now. One of them comes out of Mayor Linda Gordon's office, One Lexington, spearheaded by Divine Karama.
Sure.
We'll be spotlighting the great work they do to make Lexington a safer place for our youth. And then secondly, the Women of Swag, which, I don't know if you all know this, but they're a phenomenal story in women. They started their nonprofit based off of the pain that they suffered when losing their own children to gun violence. And so they continue to lobby, go out and talk to community people and try to make better, safer places for community as well, for our young people. And so we're just trying to package all of that together and then create an experience that's unlike anything that Lexington has currently right now.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. 10 seconds or less. How do people get tickets?
Go to lifejourney.com.
Well, specifically, ljblacktieexperience.com. So that's on the screen there.
Yeah.
LJ Black Tie
LJ Black
Experience.
Tie Experience.
Hello, hello, hello. How you doing today, day? Welcome to the Power of Legacy podcast with Stephanie Monique Jackson. Join us for a conversation where others and their families are sharing how they are exercising their power while improving and maintaining their mental health.